5 to 4, each of 2 in the first of the harness racing at the Valley last night. Let's see how they went.
Racing. Rivoli Jack out wide has begun quickly, but so too has Atta Candy, Spare Bow and Power of Carome, and J.R. Ewing from one holds them all out for the moment. Otani easing in behind them, followed by Tulun Tim and Pascanel as last. J.R. Ewing holds out Spare Bow, Atta Candy 3 deep and 4 deep there is Power of Carome. Otani one off the fence racing 5th. Tulun Tim is creeping up on the fence racing 3rd. The leader's back. Rivoli Jack out 3 deep is tracking Atta Candy and going forward. Pascanel second last and restrained 4 metres away. Power of Carome at the 1450. J.R. Ewing in front by 2 metres. Atta Candy works up on the outside to be second. 2 metres away third to Learn Tim. And Rivoli Jack is doing it hard for the moment. He's posted 3 deep and going forward. 4 metres away Spare Bow, and behind them came Otani. Power of Carome now switches back to the fence second last, and 2 metres away Pascanel. Inside the lap and a quarter mark at the 1150. J.R. Ewing held together by 2 metres. Rivoli Jack on the outside works to be a clear second. 2 metres away third to Learn Tim. One out is Atta Candy after working early. Spare Bow's had a very good run. 3 back on the outside of Power of Carome. Otani second last and 4 metres away Pascanel. In the straight now, a circuit to go, and J.R. Ewing, he's given a breather by 2 metres to Rivoli Jack on the outside. He worked the first circuit. 2 metres away third to Learn Tim. Atta Candy racing 4th after working early. Power of Carome 3 back on the inside. On its outside in turn is Spare Bow. Otani second last and pulling out 3 deep as Pascanel. They run to the back the final time at the 700. J.R. Ewing held together by 3 metres to Rivoli Jack. Despite working, he's working up a shade close to the outside. Pulling forward now, Spare Bow out 3 wide. He's making ground. On the leader's back is to Learn Tim, followed by Atta Candy under pressure. Pascanel 3 deep from Otani, and Power of Carome coming one off the fence at the 450 though. J.R. Ewing ahead in front of Rivoli Jack, and Spare Bow makes a line of 3. 4 metres away to Learn Tim, who's held up, followed by Atta Candy. 4 metres to Power of Carome, followed by Pascanel and Otani. Rivoli Jack on the outside and also Spare Bow. They single out the fight the race out on the turn. They've beaten off J.R. Ewing from Atta Candy to Learn Tim, making ground at the 120. Spare Bow on the outside of Rivoli Jack, stride by stride. To Learn Tim gets to 3rd. Spare Bow just in front. Rivoli Jack is coming again. To Learn Tim late the outside. Rivoli Jack, he's done it hard. He's pulling out plenty near the line, and Rivoli Jack is too good. Rivoli Jack pulled out plenty. Oh, great performance. He's won by a metre. Tight for the miners, Spare Bow and to Learn Tim. Then Power of Carome from Otani, Atta Candy, J.R. Ewing, and last in was Pascanel.
Well, he ran a class record there just outside the 2 minutes. 5 to 4 equal Rivoli Jack, Gavin Lang. Spare Bow at 5 to 4 equal to Learn Tim at 15 to 1. The pole marker Shy Type, the 9 to 4 favourite in race number 2.
The moment. She'll miss it about 6 metres out wide. They're all set, and away they go. Kismet Alto's gone away quickly, looking for the lead with Son of Vic and Mia Farmer. They've burnt off Key Marty early. Shy Type drops out to second last. Third last, Rocky Apollo. Frontier Fighter out wide going forward, and South Atlas midfield. Kismet Alto crosses and leads early by 2 metres to Frontier Fighter the outside. Easing for third is Key Marty, and 1 out is Mia Farmer, being trailed up by 4 metres away South Atlas. In behind them came Son of Vic, followed by Shy Type off the fence and second last. Help Me Rhonda on the rail third last. Checked there for a stride. Tried to get up on the inside of Son of Vic, was tightened up momentarily as Shy Type now goes to the outside 3 deep along the back inside the lap and a half mark. And last the rail is Rocky Apollo at the 1350. Kismet Alto in front by 3 metres. Shy Type on the outside gets to second. 2 metres away third is Key Marty. Frontier Fighter now racing 1 out. 4 metres away Help Me Rhonda the fence, and up on the outside Mia Farmer. South Atlas third last and 4 back on the outside of Rocky Apollo, and 4 metres away Son of Vic. Around the turn they've gone the first circuit. At the top of the straight in front Kismet Alto, and for the Victorian Harness Racing Syndications has had a pretty good run the first circuit by 5 metres. Key Marty the leader's back, and ahead on the outside is Shy Type. 1 out is Frontier Fighter. 3 back on the fences Help Me Rhonda, followed by Mia Farmer the outside of Rocky Apollo. South Atlas second last under a pretty good hold, and 5 metres away Son of Vic. They head to the back the final time. time. At the 800, it's Kismet Alto by 3 metres to Shy Type. On the leader's back is Key Marty enjoying the run of the race, being trailed up by Help Me Rhonda. Frontier Fighter fourth and one out after working early. 2 metres away, Mia Farmer. On the fence is Rocky Apollo. Second last, South Atlas, and 5 metres to Son of Vic. No moves for the moment. 500 metres out. Kismet Alto, 2 metres in front of Shy Type. 2 metres away, Key Marty held up. Then Frontier Fighter being trailed up by Mia Farmer. Help Me Rhonda back on the fence. Rocky Apollo one off the rails. South Atlas going forward on the back of Mia Farmer. And Son of Vic is back at the tail around the turn though. 300 metres out. Kismet Alto 2 metres in front. Shy Type on the outside is trying hard. Frontier Fighter out 3 wide under pressure. So's Mia Farmer out 4 wide. South Atlas 5 wide on the turn, and Key Marty can't get a run. Kismet Alto at the 153 metres in front. Key Marty switches back to the fence. It's trying to pick up Kismet Alto, who's 2 metres in front. Shy Type is trying hard with Frontier Fighter. Key Marty can't go on. Just in front, Kismet Alto near the line, and Kismet Alto wins. It gets home, leads all the way, 2 metres to Frontier Fighter. Ahead away third was Shy Type. Key Marty didn't go on the last little bit. Rocky Apollo, Help Me Rhonda close up from South Atlas, Son of Vic, and Mia Farmer's run last.
8 to 1 Kismet Alto, 8 to 1 Frontier Fighter second, 9 to 4 the favourite Shy Type third, 3-7-1 on race number 2. The third event, and Spanish Perfume the favourite here at 5 to 2.
Line OK. They set their racing, and Elvis Meadows gone away only fairly. Kenton Bird began quickly. It's going up looking for the lead, Kenton Bird, and draws a metre in front. Second Hanover for the moment, though, holds it out and racing 3 deep of Spanish Perfume. Elvis Meadow in behind them, followed by Avant-Garde, then Warrior. 5 metres away, Mary's Prospect, followed by Tolliver Romac, and 6 metres away, Van Race. In front, though, early, Second Hanover by a head. 2 Spanish Perfume, the outside without cover. Avant-Garde makes ground the inside to be third, and 5 metres away, fourth is Kenton Bird. 6 metres away, Tolliver Romy, working up on the outside is Elvis Meadow. Warrior out 3 deep going forward. Second last, Mary's Prospect, and 6 metres away, Van Race. Off the back of the 1300, Warrior out 3 deep is going forward, but Second Hanover's in front. Spanish Perfume now angling and getting the one-out trail as Warrior works up within 2 metres of Second Hanover. Avant-Garde racing third the fence, 4 metres away on the inside, Tolliver Romy. Kenton Bird on the outside, 6 metres to Elvis Meadow. Second last, Mary's Prospect, and Van Race is back at the tail. In the straight now, a circuit to go, and Second Hanover's in front. From last now, Van Race is out 3 wide and going forward. Warrior sitting up second without cover, and Avant-Garde racing third, the leader's back. Spanish Perfume fourth, fifth on the inside, Tolliver Romy. Kenton Bird in the running line, Van Race out 3 wide. Elvis Meadows second last, and 2 metres away, Mary's Prospect. Out of the straight, inside the 800, and Second Hanover still in control by 3 metres to Warrior on the outside, who is inclined to hang there out of the straight. Avant-Garde had a nice run third, 4 metres away, Spanish Perfume. Tolliver Romy back on the fence, 4 metres to Kenton Bird. Pulling out Van Race even wider from Elvis Meadow and Mary's Prospect. 500 out though, Second Hanover a metre in front of Warrior on the outside. Spanish Perfume goes to the outside 3 deep. Mary's Prospect back in the field is broken up. Avant-Garde can't get a run. Then Tolliver Romy held up from Van Race wide out. Then Kenton Bird. Elvis Meadows 6 metres away and tailed off as Mary's Prospect. 250 out on the turn. Second Hanover 2 metres in front. Under pressure, Spanish Perfume 3 deep, still making ground with Warrior in the centre. Avant-Garde can't get a run, followed by Van Race down the outside. Spanish Perfume got to Second Hanover with Warrior. Van Race on the outside is out after Spanish Perfume, and Avant-Garde has got the run. Avant-Garde might beat them all. He pinched, he grabbed the lead near the line, Avant-Garde, and he's running away. Avant-Garde, he grabbed the lead only 60 metres off the line. He pinched the prize at that rate, and he's got up to win, drawing away Avant-Garde by 5 metres. Tight for second and third. Van Race maybe second, and nose to Spanish Perfume. Elvis Meadow flew home, then Warrior close up from Tolliver Romy. Second Hanover knocked up third last from Kenton Bird, and Mary's Prospect has run last.
Sneaking right through there, Graham Wilson on Avant-Garde at 7 to 1. Van Race at 6 to 1, and Spanish Perfume the favourite at 5 to 2. Race 4 was a good finish. There was only a head and half head between the place getters. An open betting race, Vienna Chime, the favourite at 3 to 1.
green light on their racing. Skipper Bray on the inside has gone away quickly. Vienna Chime towards the centres looking for the lead. Trying to head off Skipper Bray at the judge the first time. She's going quickly, Vienna Chime. And out wide is El Trafford, followed by Aaron's Idol and Cocky Eagle. As Vienna Chime now clears the field out of the straight the first time. Then Compactor from Diamond Donna, Colonel Sam. And 5 metres away, Trust in Tulliver. Well, Vienna Chime's in front along the back of the 1650 by 4 metres to Skipper Bray. 6 metres away, Aaron's Idol on the inside of El Trafford without cover. Cocky Eagle works up to the 1 by 1. Diamond Dollar the inside from Compactor, Colonel Sam. And last is Trust in Tulliver. Halfway along the back straight, and Vienna Chime clear by 4 metres to Skipper Bray. 6 metres away, Aaron's Idol on the inside of El Trafford. 1 out is Cocky Eagle. Diamond Dollar racing 4 back on the fence. 4 metres Compactor, 5 metres Colonel Sam, and last is Trust in Tulliver at the 1150. And Vienna Chime in control. She's been well tried, and she's been left alone early by 4 metres to Skipper Bray. 2 metres on the outside is El Trafford, followed by Cocky Eagle 1 by 1. Aaron's Idol racing 3 back on the inside. Diamond Dollar and it's back in turn. Then Compactor from Colonel Sam, and 4 metres away, Trust in Tulliver. Well, she couldn't have had an easier run, Vienna Chime. They've put plenty on her, and she's in front with a circuit to go by 4 metres to Skipper Bray. A metre the outside is El Trafford, sitting up without cover. 1 out is Cocky Eagle. 3 back on the fence is Aaron's Idol, followed by Diamond Dollar. Then Compactor the outside from Colonel Sam, out 3 deep from second last, being trailed up by Trust in Tulliver. Out of the straight towards the back of the 650, and Vienna Chime, she's under double wraps in front. Cocky Eagle from the 1 by 1 now pulls to the outside, out 3 deep. He's making good ground. El Trafford the centre boxing on the leader's back as Skipper Bray. Aaron's Idol coming 1 off the fence. Colonel Sam out 3 deep. Then Compactor from Diamond Dollar and Trust in Tulliver. 450 out though, a line of 3. Vienna Chime under a lot of pressure, being joined and shaded now by El Trafford the outside, and Cocky Eagle out 3 deep. He's lugging on that top turn for a stride. He's starting to knuckle down now though. 4 metres to Aaron's Idol, followed by Skipper Bray. Then Colonel Sam under pressure from Compactor, Trust in Tulliver, Diamond Dollar. El Trafford the outside joining Vienna Chime, and Cocky Eagle wider out now, putting in the big stride. Skipper Bray in need of a run. El Trafford went to the lead, a neck in front. Vienna Chime coming again. Aaron's Idol later starting to flash home on the outside. El Trafford just in front though, and El Trafford has just got in from Aaron's Idol. Skipper Bray flew home for third. Cocky Eagle didn't go on the last 100 metres. Vienna Chime close up, then Diamond Dollar, Compactor, Trust in Tulliver, and Colonel Sam's run last.
Well, that was a marvellous drive there by Brian Gath, and that was Brian's 300th Metropolitan winner, so he won't forget that one. 12 to 1 El Trafford, 7 to 2 Aaron's Idol, 16 to 1 Skipper Bray. Vienna Chime well backed, as you heard Brian Markovic mention, and he got run over at 3 to 1, the unplaced favourite. The 5th event, and My Lightning Blue and the Crown Lager Free for All was a 10 to 9 on favourite.
Racing. Dark Dreamer's gone away quite well. Out wide, My Lightning Blue. He came out a little bit sideways. He hung for a stride, contacted Armchair Ride. He grabs hold. He drops out to second last on My Lightning Blue. And Corfu pings away quickly from one, leads out of the straight from Young Pride and Dark Dreamer. Then Brad Marlin racing 3 deep, 4 metres away Morgan. Armchair Ride second last and 3 deep. In behind them on the rail, Henry Bruce, followed by Gosh, who's third last, and second last now My Lightning Blue, who's bumping there with Armchair Ride. They're both looking for the running line, and Armchair Ride in that point was shuffled up out the back to third last, and out wide now and going forward. Brad Marlin 1350 metres out 3 deep. He's working. He draws up within 2 metres of Corfu, and the pace a cracker early. Third 4 metres away Young Pride, 5 metres to Henry Bruce and Dark Dreamer on the outside. Then Gosh, followed by Morgan Armchair Ride, and 2 metres away My Lightning Blue. Before the turn, a circuit to go, and Corfu narrowly in front by a metre to Brad Marlin the outside. 4 metres away Young Pride racing 1 by 1. Armchair Ride has been 3 wide from the outset. He's now given full bore and going forward. My Lightning Blue is trailing him as Brad Marlin crosses Corfu. Armchair Ride being hard driven past the winning post now crosses Brad Marlin. My Lightning Blue though cruises up on the outside to second. 4 metres away Young Pride. Corfu has nearly broke down there for a stride. He was around the turn in front. He's now dropped out to the tail and losing valuable ground, and he's being pulled up out of the event now, Corfu. So something's gone amiss with him. Gosh gets to 5th. In behind them, Dark Dreamer, followed by Morgan. And 10 metres away, Henry Bruce. Along the back of the 550, though, Armchair Ride 2 metres in front. My Lightning Blue on the outside now lays down the gauntlet. 6 metres away, Brad Marlin. 8 metres to Gosh, who's steadily making ground, followed by Young Pride. Well back in the race, Dark Dreamer, followed by Morgan, Henry Bruce and Corfu pulled up. My Lightning Blue on the outside quickly draws to Armchair Ride. 250 out on the turn. It's a match in 2 for the moment. 6 metres away, Gosh, he's still making ground on the pair. At the top of the straight, My Lightning Blue 3 metres in front of Armchair Ride. Gosh could be some sort of a danger. He's steaming home on the outside. My Lightning Blue at the 100 is 3 metres in front. Gosh is slowly but surely bridging the gap. My Lightning Blue, he's pulling out plenty. He's a metre in front and holding Gosh near the line, and My Lightning Blue wins by 1.5 metres to Gosh. 10 metres away third. Armchair Ride, I feel, just in front of Morgan. Then Brad Marlin from Dark Dreamer, Henry Bruce. Last in was Young Pride, and Corfu was pulled up out of the straight the final time.
Always a marvellous horse, 157.7. A great run there, a new class record, and a terrific win there. And 10 to 9 on. Gosh second at 8 to 1, and Armchair Ride at 7 to 1 after the running of race number 5 at the Valley last night. That's the first 5 races down. We'll look at the second half of the program after this commercial break.
This summer,
Student and Empire Fellow drew the 2 outside positions on the mobile gate, and they were the 2 favourites, and they fought the race out.
Line okay, they're racing. Naval Salute's gone away quickly. Empire Fellow restrained. He dropped out to last. Duga de Lurga second last, and out wide, Keen Student, Jerry Neptune began brilliantly. They're heading off foes on the inside. Trying to hold them out for a stride as Tally Spirit, but they're showing too much toe on the outside. Keen Student crosses, working up on the outside, Jerry Neptune. Eating for third, Tally Spirit. 3 of a kind gets to 4th. A break of 6 metres to Naval Salute from Leprechaun Lass and Duga de Lurga, and Empire Fellow is back at the tail. In the straight, 2 circuits out, and from last now, here's Empire Fella. He's hooking out 3 deep and going forward with 2 circuits to go. Keen Student in front by 4 metres. Tally Spirit racing second, and Empire Fella the outside. He goes forward now. He works up within 2 metres of Keen Student, leaving the straight. So Jerry Neptune ends up with a 1-out trail. Naval Salute 3 back on the fence, and 3 of a kind is 3 back on the outside, being trailed up by Leprechaun Lass, and 4 metres away last is Duga de Lurga. They went pretty quick early in the event. Keen Student in front by nearly a sulky's length to Empire Fella. On the leaders back and racing third, Tally Spirit. 4th is Jerry Neptune. On its back in turn came 3 of a kind, followed by Naval Salute, who's 3 back on the fence. A break of 6 metres to Leprechaun Lass, and 5 metres away Duga de Lurga. At the 1300, Keen Student given a breather. He's sitting up in front now by 2.5 metres to Empire Fella. A metre back on the fence, Tally Spirit, followed by Jerry Neptune, the running line, being trailed up by 3 of a kind. Naval Salute back on the fence, and 4 metres away Leprechaun Lass on the inside of Duga de Lurga. Around the turn, 1,000 metres to go, and Keen Student, he's gone fairly quickly. From last now, here's Duga de Lurga out 3 wide, making ground. Empire Fella second, working up within 1.5 metres of the leader. Down the straight, a circuit to go, and Duga de Lurga's out 3 deep. Jerry Neptune 1 out, and the leader's back is Tally Spirit, being trailed up by Naval Salute. 3 of a kind is second last, and 2 metres away Leprechaun Lass. Empire Fella now joining Keen Student out of the straight the final time at the 800, and Duga de Lurga posted 3 deep. 1 out is Jerry Neptune. He'll have to go 4 wide when staking his claim. Tally Spirit, the leader's back, 4 metres to Naval Salute. 3 of a kind is second last, and last is Leprechaun Lass. At the 650, Keen Student ahead in front of Empire Fella the outside. He's worked. Duga de Lurga out 3 deep, and the leader's back is Tally Spirit. Jerry Neptune now held up as 3 of a kind, goes around the outside. Naval Salute second last, and 5 metres away Leprechaun Lass, only 12 metres off the lead. Off the back of the 450 though, Keen Student found 1.5 metres to Empire Fella the outside. Duga de Lurga's under pressure. 3 of a kind pulls to the outside, 4 deep. Jerry Neptune's under pressure. Tally Spirit can't get a run, followed by Leprechaun Lass and Naval Salute. Around the turn, 200 out though. Keen Student 1 metre in front. He's going okay for the moment, holding Empire Fella 6 metres away. Tally Spirit. Keen Student 1 metre in front. Empire Fella trying to pick him up. Keen Student pulling out plenty. Empire Fella wearing him down on the outside. Keen Student and Empire Fella, and Keen Student, I reckon, has one of the nose to Empire Fella. 9 metres away third was Tally Spirit. Then Duga de Lurga from 3 of a kind. Jerry Neptune back in behind them from Leprechaun Lass, and last in was Naval Salute.
Keen Student just getting it at 9 to 4. Empire Fella 7 to 4 in favourite, and Telly Spirit third at 50 to 1. 8, 7 and 2 the placings on race 6. The 9 to 4 equal favourites in race number 7 here was Gigolo and Rapid Elk, and it was a race with plenty of action, race 7.
Green light on there racing, and Gigolo's gone away okay. Meadow Victory restrained. Gigolo's down. Gigolo's down shortly after. Rapid Elk has gone over the top of him. Meadow Victory was skittled. One Happy Fella got into the butter, and the popular ones are out of business early doors. Gigolo is down. Rapid Elk was TKO'd. The drivers of Gigolo are quite okay. Shane Gallagher and Rapid Elk's driver Vinnie Knight quite okay. Meadow Victory is lying on the track. The driver's quite okay. Meadow Victory about to get up onto all fours, and all horses and drivers quite okay, but the popular ones are out of business, and Son of Chris out 3 deep. He's going forward halfway along the back in the first circuit. He draws a metre in front. At the moment, though, can't cross General Correspondence and won't. 10 metres away, Plain Rapper on the inside, working up faithfully, some 15 metres to Windshield Star, and 20 metres away, One Happy Fella. They've cleared the track. Around the turn, a lap and a quarter left to go, and the popular ones out of business early. Gigolo came down, Rapid Elk went over the top of him, and Meadow Victory ran to the back of the pair, but all horses and drivers appear to be quite okay. In the straighter circuit to go, General Correspondence just in front of Son of Chris on the outside, 4 metres away faithfully. It works up to the 1 by 1. Back on the rail came Plain Rapper, and that quartet of 15 metres in front of Windshield Star, and 25 metres away, One Happy Fella. Out of the straight the final time. General Correspondence ahead in front. Son of Chris on the outside, he's worked hard. Third placing, Plain Rapper going okay, so's faithfully on the outside. 8 metres away, Windshield Star, and 50 metres to One Happy Fella. At the 650 though, General Correspondence being joined by Son of Chris on the outside. He's had no luck at all, he's working. He draws up again within a head of General Correspondence and joins him 500 metres out. Plain Rapper going okay, in need of a run. Then faithfully on the outside, about to pull 3 deep, and 5 metres to Windshield Star. Off the back of the 450 though, General Correspondence, he got away. Son of Chris can't go on. Plain Rapper the danger. He's out in plenty of time out after General Correspondence, who 250 out, straightens up 6 metres in front. Plain Rapper's broken up second. He hopped out of his gear. General Correspondence straightens up 10 metres in front. Plain Rapper now starting to knuckle down on the outside out after General Correspondence, and 10 metres to faithfully. General Correspondence at the 100 is just in front. Plain Rapper knuckling down on the outside. He broke up for a stride or two near the turn. He took the lead with 50 metres to go, hanging in just for a stride, but Plain Rapper too good, wins by 2 metres to General Correspondence. 6 metres away third was faithfully, then Windshield Star, and last in was One Happy Fella with Son of Chris.
Well, the favourites put out of action right there at the start, as you saw in that fall, shortly after the gate went away. And the winner, Plain Rapper, at 20 to 1, General Correspondence 7 to 2, and faithfully a 5 to 1 chance there third. The equals going down in the first 50 or 60 metres, 9 to 4 each of 2, Gigolo and Rapid Elk. The Trotters race number 8, the third last on the card, and Cano Joe was the 10 to 9 favourite here.
Line looks okay, and away they go. Alfetta couldn't go early from 1, dropped out to the tail, and Highly Likely's come out galloping. It's galloping Highly Likely. Cano Joe is inconvenienced just for a stride. Well presented away quickly, heads off Lady Hillary early, and moving up to be third now, Murrable William, followed by Gypsy Jodel. 6 metres away in the centre, Noble Genius. Cano Joe 3 deep. Alfetta the fence, 8 metres to Eastern Romance, and 12 metres away, Highly Likely. Around the turn at the 2,000 metre area, and well presented in front, where she likes to be, from Lady Hillary. Third placing Murrable William, followed by Gypsy Jodel, 1 off the fence and 4th. Cano Joe still racing 3 deep on the rail as Alfetta. Noble Genius the centre, 6 metres to Eastern Romance, and tacking up 5 metres away, Highly Likely. At the winning post, 2 circuits out, and well presented in front. At the 1800 by 4 metres to Lady Hillary. A metre the outside, Gypsy Jodel without cover, and that's the favourite racing 3 deep out of the straight, Cano Joe. In behind them, 4 metres away, Murrable William, working up on the outside, Noble Genius, followed by Alfetta, Eastern Romance, and 4 metres away, Highly Likely. Along the back inside the 1600, and well presented clear by 5 metres to Lady Hillary. Cano Joe on the outside, still going forward. It'll work up to the death now. It's taken him a lap to get there though. Gypsy Jodel now getting the 1 out trail at the expense of Cano Joe. 5 metres away, Noble Genius on the outside of Murrable William, followed by Eastern Romance. Highly Likely second last, and a metre back on the fence is Alfetta. Off the back inside the 1300. Well presented, had a nice run, whereas the favourite Cano Joe has had no luck at all. It worked up within 3 metres of the leader. Third placing Lady Hillary. Gypsy Jodel racing fourth. 5 metres to Noble Genius. On its back in turn, Eastern Romance from Murrable William. Second last, Highly Likely. And back on the fence came Alfetta. In the straight, a circuit to go at the 900. Well presented, held together by 3 metres to Cano Joe on the outside. Third placing Lady Hillary, followed by Gypsy Jodel fourth. 5 metres away, Noble Genius racing fifth, followed by Murrable William. Eastern Romance third last out of the straight. Second last, Highly Likely. And back on the rail came Alfetta. They head to the back the final time at the 750. Well presented, 3 metres in front, just for a stride or two. She mixed a gear there. Racing up on the outside, Cano Joe again without cover. By golly, it's worked in the run, followed by Lady Hillary, the leader's back. 4 metres away, Gypsy Jodel, followed by Noble Genius, Eastern Romance, Highly Likely, Murrable William, Alfetta. At the 500 though, well presented, 3 metres in front. Cano Joe on the outside is under a lot of pressure. Lady Hillary on the leader's back, in need of a run. 5 metres away, Gypsy Jodel. The others aren't making ground. Eastern Romance, Noble Genius, Highly Likely, Alfetta and Murrable William. 250 out on the turn. Well presented, 3 metres in front. Cano Joe sticking on the outside. Lady Hillary can't get a run from Gypsy Jodel and Eastern Romance. At the top of the straight, well presented, 4 metres in front. Cano Joe is trying very hard, followed by Lady Hillary, then Gypsy Jodel. Well presented though, clear with 100 metres to go. Cano Joe is broken up, and well presented leads all the way and scores by 4 metres. Gypsy Jodel flew home on the outside for second, 1.5 metres away third, Lady Hillary. Highly Likely's made up a heap of ground from Eastern Romance and Noble Genius. Cano Joe broke up at the 120, followed by Alfetta, and just getting in Murrable William.
6 to 1 the winner, 11 to 2 second, 20 to 1 third, Cano Joe, 10 to 9 the unplaced favourite. 6 to 4 favourite in race 9 was Dwayne Morris.
At the 400 though, and Barberston Breeze snuck away 5 metres in front. Hilarious Gift is out in the clear of good enough. By now 3 deep. Brandy Volo not going well. Dwayne Morris the favourite not going well. Proud Sheffield coming off the fence in third and making ground. Then Ranch Rover and very wide as Flame and Spark. At the top of the straight, Barberston Breeze 3 metres in front. Hilarious Gift on the outside is having a crack at it, followed by Proud Sheffield, Ranch Rover. Hilarious Gift doing a little bit the better. It's grabbing Barberston Breeze near the line, and Hilarious Gift has got up to win, and a nice drive by Debbie Turner by 2 metres to Barberston Breeze. 4 metres away third, Ranch Rover, I feel the note.
Yes, another win there for Debbie Turner. 4 to 1 Hilarious Gift, 15 to 1 Barberston Breeze, 33's Range Rover at 33 to 1, 6 to 4 Dwayne Morris. Favourite punters went for El Cadeau at 5 to 2 in the last.
In behind them came Uvic, followed by Tuned In. TR, though, 250 out, 4 metres in front. El Cadeau, she now peels off the back of TR. She's making ground. She's going okay, El Cadeau. 6 metres away, Ublaze, followed by Ebony Check. At the top of the straight, TR in front. El Cadeau now peels off the back of TR. She's coming quickly, El Cadeau. She ranged up on the outside, hit the lead with 80 metres to go, and she is running away, El Cadeau, from TR. Ublaze and Uvic are boxing on for third, but it's all El Cadeau. She wins by 6 metres to TR. 8 metres away third, Ublaze just in front.
Home on a winning note there. 5 to 2 favourite El Cadeau, 6 to 1 TR, and Ublaze at 10 to 1, 517 on the lucky last event, race 10 from Moonee Valley. The results from last night. Let's have a look at them now. Daily double 6 and 8, $11.20. Extra double 3 and 7, $52.15. And the quadrilla 3, 6, 7 and 8, a dividend, a nice one of $1,797.85. That was harness racing at Moonee Valley last night. Stay on with 7. We've got a marvellous day of sport coming up for you. Shortly, Peter Donegan with World of Sport between 11 and 12. And at 12 o'clock, we're going up to Kooyong for the third day of play in the Davis Cup Series. It should be a great day for the Australians too. We'll see you a bit later.
She's a client.
Rex.